Riverbend Town on the Big Z, brought to you by the Halpin Music Company, Mr. Matt Van Boris of Macias Insurance, and we're talking Kooliverse tonight.
Oh yeah, we've got the artist Kooliverse in the studio with us, and if you have been down to the Conservatory and walked around, you have already seen the art of Kooliverse, because it's everywhere you look there, but especially the upstairs dedicated to it. Welcome to the show, Mr. Kooliverse.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Oh, thanks for coming
Very
down.
happy to be here. We've just had like a 20-minute conversation before this, and it should have aired. Millions of views, listens.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
We forgot to tell him about that part, so like we recorded all that.
Good,
And
good.
we wait till you die.
And then we play it back. So,
I had just taken the training wheels off, and I was on my own, and I was pedaling, and then they're like, okay, now we're going to start. And I'm like, wait a minute. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's actually happened in the past a couple of times that we had guests on and we had extra stuff. And, you know, they would pass away, so we would actually, you know, bring that up as a tribute and play some of the extra stuff that we already hadn't talked about on there. So
play all the off mic stuff, but that's not the reason we do it. Yeah. But we do need you to sign this release form saying we can play. No, I'm just totally yanking your chain. But if you would sign it, no.
Right.
So there, hey man, let's get down to the Kooliverse that is Kooliverse. You have some very unique art pieces, and it's not even one medium that you're using. You seem to be pretty open to any medium, as near as I can tell, except clay. I haven't seen one piece of clay work from. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, what like when you first got into art? Let's go back to the beginning. What drew you to this lowly place, my friend? What brought you to this lowly place in life?
I don't know. I'd say probably in my early 20s, I started making strange things. I don't know, making stuff. Once upon a time, I tried to start my own business making themed children's furniture.
Oh, cool.
And I made like bunk beds that looked like monster trucks and castles, and that bombed. And I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
So it started with some wood art, basically.
Yeah, definitely. I started as a woodworker.
So I have done woodworking. I actually still own a cabinet shop at this point, but I haven't made a cabinet for many years. But the years that I did it, I had to look at it like commercial art to tolerate doing it day after day. Mm-hmm. Like somebody has paid me to build this piece of wood art for them, and it has to be these because if I looked at it just like I'm making another cabinet, I felt like I didn't want to go in. I have not done woodworking for years, but the first time I saw your art, it inspired me to want to do it. Huge pieces of like the Jerry Garcia guitar, the Tiger guitar. First time I saw that, it was at the Happy Trails Festival, 2018-19, whatever it was, in the Mineral Springs Mall there. And look, I'm not saying that I can do these things. I'm just the kind of person that anytime I look at something, I'm like, I can do that. I got tools. I could. And I really did think I was going to go like start doing some like wood art, because I always wanted to growing up working in there. But, you know, my dad and my uncle said, no, make a cabinet. That's what we get paid to do, you know. So you start off doing woodworking. At what point do you go, I want to do more with this than just furniture?
Probably about 15 years ago, I started making strange custom frames. Like I've collected art my whole life, and a lot of the stuff I had wasn't framed, or it wasn't framed well. So I started making these frames that kind of mimicked the subject matter of the piece of art. And ran with that for quite a while. I had a Willie Seiler print. He was an American who went to Japan to study printmaking, and I made a frame that looks like a Buddhist temple in the area where he studied printmaking. I've got several like large 5.5 foot by 3 foot guitars that frame. I got a Jimi Hendrix, I got a Jerry Garcia, I got Stevie Ray Vaughan. if I had any sense, I would just roll with guitars, like guitar. I mean, it could. You could do a
Right.
Lucille. You could do a. I mean, you could spend your whole life just putting out those. And probably a guy might make a living, but I'm not that smart. As soon as something might catch on, I just jump into something totally different.
Yeah.
I love it.
But I guess probably about 5 years ago is when I quit my job, and I was just like, I'm just going to do art full time.
Nice.
And basically, I make no money at it and lose everything I do make. And I don't care because I just make stuff that I want to make, and I really don't care if it sells or not. And I'm just going to keep doing that forever.
That's awesome. That's my favorite kind of art.
And I'm telling you, it's like I said, brought up commercial art. Commercial art, you're given a task. Please do this. I'll pay you to do this for me. And so I've done chainsaw carvings. Some of my favorite art I've ever done because I never once... Well, maybe once for a friend, I set out to do a bear or something that they asked me to do, and it didn't work out because it wasn't what I, you look at the piece of wood, and what do I see in there? I see a tricked rabbit or whatever did you see, and you start molding it into that.
I got to totally do, I feel the total opposite. Like, I feel like the pop culture and advertising and art and all of it just excites me. Even advertising excites me. Like, man, like if I could do the airport or like I mean commercial, man, give me some Nike, Kooliverse Nike. Like, I'm not playing like watch one day. Like, I'm in it to win it. Like, I'm shooting for the moon. Like, I don't have anything and don't have anything to lose, and I've just decided that I'm just gonna do stupid stuff that no one else would do. And what the hell, it might hit, like, I don't know. I've never been married. I don't have any kids. I never had to grow up, I guess, a little bit to some degree. And I'm having fun making strange things. But I really don't do a lot of commissions, but like, I'd like to do large music halls, like some of these, like the Factory, or there's a new one opening up.
Yeah.
I want somebody to walk into the Conservatory and go, "Hey, come on down!" Like, if they ever do the Grand here in town, they I want to, I'm trying to get that. Like, I want to, if you're at the Olympics and you see, I don't, I'm not like my piece on the moon.
Right.
Like, let's not play. Like, so what's so exciting about young musicians in this town is the world is there's they do it for the passion. There's no limit. The
world is their litter box. You can say it.
Once you've been around people that set limitations on you, like, you need to drop those people.
Yeah.
Like musicians know what I'm talking about too. Like, but if you can surround yourself, and there's a lot of them here locally, especially young musicians that they don't care and they're out to live a dream. And anyhow,
well,
it sounds like a good idea.
It's enjoying the ride. I doubt. I don't know, but I doubt that you someday lay on your deathbed and go, "Man, if I just would have worked at Kinko's, I could have bought more clothes." But I could very easily see you taking that other path, working at Kinko's, and laying on your deathbed years from now, going, "I should have done more art." That I could see very easily, because usually the things that people are passionate about and that they want to spend their time doing doesn't make money. And if it does make money, it becomes a job sometimes. But to follow your passion, to go, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to make art. I believe you will find much satisfaction in life that way. I'm envious because I've tried to work the balance many times of, I'm going to work a job, but I'm still this art. I still like to do this or whatever. When deep down I just want to play music and make art and just hang out and make people laugh.
Which is pretty much what he does.
That is.
I think a lot of. I think there might be some conception that he's, you're an artist. You're
you're starving.
Dude, literally, and I'm not kidding. And you know, it's not a bowl of cherries, man. It's like last week I had $280 in my check. I don't have a savings account. I don't got a 401k. I have zero investments. I had $280 in the bank. And I'm like, what am I doing? Like I'm, you know,
You're living.
and you can't. And I'm gonna challenge you on your statement that you said I don't have any investments. You do.
Oh,
You've invested into pieces of art.
My art collection, I will take the Pepsi challenge with any individual. Like I got like 60 pieces at the Conservatory.
Yeah.
And
these are large. These are
a lot of them are 6 by
pieces.
10, 8 by 10.
Even bigger than that, the one that hangs on the wall.
Yeah, we're not playing around. Like these are installations.
Yeah.
Everything that you see in the Conservatory at one point in time was in my house. When they came to, so I didn't even know these cats that opened up the Conservatory. They put out this Facebook post that say, "Hey, we're local homies. What up, homies?" They're opening this bar and they need something to put on the walls. Anybody got anything they want to bring down? Stick it on the wall. They're just thinking like a consortium of random people that they know is going to, you know, as soon as I saw that post, maybe, you know. So immediately upon seeing that, I called them up and said, I'll do this whole bar. Just come see what I got. They came to my house and they're like, okay.
Yeah, right.
But I've got my house refilled. I went from no square footage, didn't have art, to clean me out. I'm talking like, look like, you know, nobody lived there, to now I'm re-upped again and
looking for
it's
another
whack,
gallery.
dude. It's
Looking
whack.
for another gallery.
No,
right.
I'm ready to fill another
Bar.
hall.
Yeah, that's what I mean,
And I need to because
because you don't have room to do anything else now.
like I like to say, how big of a storage unit am I going to need if the Conservatory, you know, if that were to poof go away, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
Like I can't store that. Like I would need
a lot of space.
I need, you know, I wouldn't even be able to afford to even keep what I have.
Right.
So, did you grow up around here? Are you from the area?
I'm a Hoosier.
Okay.
I'm from Southern Indiana. I grew up on 60 acres of woods in Southern Indiana.
Right.
Nice.
And then what got you here?
I was homeless. I was living in a van.
Down by the river.
Right down by the river.
Again, not to keep challenging you, but I've lived in vans and campers. I never thought of myself as homeless when I had a van.
Van life?
Yeah.
I still own a van.
Once
you've gone van, you don't go back, man.
Right. And that whole living in a van down by the river bit, people go, oh, you lived in a van by the river. That sounds like a dream.
Yeah.
You know, there's no bills to pay. There's a river right there.
Once again, no, dude. Like, you're living in a van. What are you going to do? Number 1 and 2?
Well,
like, where are you going to sleep? No, it's rough, dude.
I've done it. Yeah, you're talking.
I know,
you're
man. You're like,
guy
where
who's been
can I
here.
park tonight where it's not going to be suspicious?
Down by the river.
And it's either, well, even down by the river, you like, I don't know. Like, yeah, word, you got it right. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, you're going cornfield to cornfield.
But it's like, you know, you're walking into a McDonald's, you're taking a sponge bath, and, you know, meanwhile, you know, never mind.
Yeah.
So we're talking about you coming to the Alton area, like.
Okay. So I was about to live in a van down by the river, and I actually, I had an aunt give me a place to stay for a while in the St. Louis area, and I started working at City Museum.
Ooh, nice!
And it
what a
was,
cool place.
Oh my gosh! It was back when Bob Castley was there.
Yeah.
And that, I mean, don't think that doesn't change your life. Like, you know, I was already doing some artistic stuff, so I got to spend about half of the time that I worked there, I was on his, like, kind of the construction crew, mainly a gopher or repairing, like, you know, they get a checklist of, oh, there's a loose jagged barb on slide, over here by the, crawl up in there and tie it, wrap it, grind it off, go to the next one, kind of thing. But
So you were doing art. So anyone who hasn't been to the City Museum in St. Louis, it's I think Bob was a concrete guy originally, I think. Lots of concrete art based in the place, lots of metal art, and it is the kind of art you climb on, you climb through. I mean, it's, 4 or 5 stories of just insanity.
Oh, man, I think isn't it more like 20?
I don't even.
I don't know. I think they got I think they got one slide that's 8 stories or something. I don't know,
right.
man.
So I now, and I might be wrong here, but I think it was an old shoe factory.
Yeah.
And they had these old shoe slides that they would drop the shoes in that would slide down, and some of them, and then like up on the roof, it goes all the way to the rooftop where there's like helicopters and praying mantises and all kinds of
school buses and
but anyway, it's downtown. You should check it out if you never have. But it's just to give people a visual of what you're talking about.
Right now,
to anyone who hasn't been
the City
there.
Museum is one of the wonders of the world. If you're in the St. Louis area and you have not been there, go there. Like if somebody was going to come from out of town, I'd tell them to do one thing. It'd be go there. It's absolutely the essence of art. What I think art should be. It is mind-opening. It raises your mental imagination for what is possible, and that's what I want to do.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't, like you say, the things that he would imagine, the things that they would build there, some of them are spectacles that you're like, as you're climbing through this little rebar tube that's hanging over and getting smaller as you go, you're wondering, do I have to back out of this thing? You don't even, a lot of the stuff you get into, you don't even know where it's going, but man, every twist and turn, what a great place. So that was your job that you took.
I like to call my backyard City Museum North.
Okay.
Nice.
My backyard's pretty crazy.
All right,
Yeah.
we're gonna start
Where do you
working
live
on
now?
Man, you know where Bose Hardware is?
Okay, right here.
Right. Like I could have skipped here. Like
Right.
walking distance.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, you're homeless. You have to walk places, I guess.
Well, not currently.
I know.
I bought my house here in Alton. Well, I tell you what brought me to Alton, because I was doing searches for cheap housing. And I heard you could buy a house for $1 in North St. Louis, so I started researching it. I went to probably 45 homes before I found the one I bought. But bought I got a 3-bedroom, 2-story with 2-car garage for $12,000.
Nice.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, you got investments.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
No,
You're good.
it saved my life.
And we're gonna
Really, honestly, it saved my
That's
life.
and we're gonna
awesome.
call it City Museum North from here on out. We will refer to it as that.
We'll call the backyard that. I got a club in there too. I got like my little nightclub area. I got
nice.
so it.
Heck yeah.
So your
It's-
brand is Kooliverse, if we haven't
Kooliverse.
mentioned that yet.
Right.
I'm not sure if we even did.
Right.
I think we did in the
With
beginning.
a K.
With a K, it's
With a K.
Kooliverse.
Yeah, and when
how'd
you
you come up
search
with
that,
that
you
name?
find it. Right.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Google
yeah,
it. It's good time.
Yeah.
How did you come up with the name Kooliverse?
Well, I'm always
It's just a cool universe. I get it.
well. It is the universe of all things cool, as well as several other things. I've got the definition in the Urban Dictionary,
Okay.
so you can get the full Webster style.
Nice.
But also it's a dynamic word. Like the meaning and context is ever changing. Like I think language is. But anyhow, so I like words. I don't know, like poetry and thinking up new words and like crunk. Like I remember crunk came out. Like who was the person that came out with crunk and how did it catch? Like
Right.
isn't that fascinating? Like and even like what goes viral? Like dude with the mountain or soda skateboard. I don't know. It's like what goes viral. Sometimes there's no rhyme or reason to
Yeah,
what. It's
for
not
sure.
that great of entertainment. It's just whatever. Anyhow, so what's cool? How do you know what's cool? Well, I want to know what's cool. Well, cool cigarettes, cool Kool-Aid,
Menthol.
cool. Like there's those people said, you want to know what's cool? This is cool. This right here. Look, it says it's cool.
Yeah.
Now you know.
Yeah.
You know what? If you say something enough times, It can't, like, it's going to get crunk.
Right.
I'm talking about Kooliverse. Like, listen, I know I've amounted to nothing. Literally, like, I probably don't have enough money to bury my own self, right? If it just cashed out right here, right now. And I may never amount to anything, but I'm hoping that, like, this one random lotto ticket that I've got called this word Kooliverse, and now, like, GE will probably steal this, and
Sure.
I'll never make a dime off of it. But anyhow,
I've already got the new Kooliverse microwave on the way to my house. I've got a drone taking it there now.
The Kooliverse model Corvette, like, the Kooliverse Kool-Aid. Like, please pimp me.
yeah.
Please pimp me. I'm broke.
Yeah.
Like, you
Kooliverse,
can rent this word for Cocoa Puffs or whatever. I don't care if whatever product. Listen, if you got a drug and you're trying to look for a name, like, I don't care what it is. I'm broke. Come holler at me.
It's a new pill that raises your cholesterol. It's called Kooliverse.
Right.
The swelling went down on my hemorrhoids. It's the
Right,
Kooliverse.
lather it up, baby. Lather it up. All,
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
There you go. So, man,
So Kooliverse.
So we
On my bumhole.
You mentioned the conservatory earlier, and I mentioned it at the beginning, and then you mentioned those guys just putting out a random post saying, "Hey, come hang stuff on the wall," and you filled the entire upstairs. You have filled the walls on the downstairs, and you rotate that stuff out. It's not even the same stuff constantly there.
I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to date myself. I'm taking that Pepsi challenge. Like, I'm not playing. I really want to. I want to create the type of space that I dream about.
Right.
Like, if it already existed, I would want to go hang out there.
Right.
Let's create the next Studio 54, or the next Viper Room, or the next Haight-Ashbury, or the next Greenwich Village, or we got the let's get together and put these pieces together and become the next freaking Greece or Rome or Venice, or
Right.
why not? This town is ripe for it's done. Died, and now, like, it's either going to crumble or
reborn.
It's yeah. So anyhow, I want people to go to the Conservatory, 554 East Broadway, Alton, Illinois. Go upstairs after dark, chill for 10 or 15 minutes, because I want to change your life. I want you to feel like joy and love and calm and wonder. And just for a few minutes of, like, it's free. It's free medicine. It's like that song you needed to hear at that one time. It's, go use it up. Go shoot your scene. Well, no, have a photo shoot there. Shoot a music video there.
Right.
Tell a friend. Have your birthday party there. Don't tear shit up. One day some girl apparently somebody was trying to hang a 10-foot banner across that major artwork that's got the bubble fountains in it.
Oh, no.
And I was like, oh, no.
Oh, no, yeah. Well, I'm
Now you do an event there like once a month, right? Is it every fourth Thursday?
Every fourth Thursday of the month, we do a art, fashion, and music event, and we're going to add food to that. So we're going to have basically music, a fashion guest, which is usually people who make handmade stuff. So it's not like, runway stuff yet, but, cool handmade jewelry, stuff you find at the markets and stuff, but some pretty cool hip stuff. Food, we're having it catered by, different local restaurants and people who do catering. And then art, duh. So anyhow, yes, okay, so we have got a guest wall at the Conservatory for the guest artist. So every fourth Thursday of the month, we have Kooliverse Couture Night, which is basically an art show opening where our guest artist basically throws their own art show. And we got a banger coming up. September 22nd. We got this dude, Wasley. Shout out. Check him. Dude does music. Like, I enjoy working with the people who are very passionate, and they're ninjas, killers on the street. Like, they're coming. They're not for the money, not like me. Like, I'm just coming. Like, I'm coming for you. You're not going to forget it. Guy, okay, don't know the guy, contacted me. Hey, I want to be your guest artist. Sent me some stuff, checked it out. It's hitting. Dude went all out. He's got his own festival coming. He's got like 7 bands coming that night, $10 cover. His art's killer. It's going to be freaky. You know what? We're going to do it. Come check it. September 22nd. Doors at 6, $10 cover. Band's price start at 8. What else you got to do? Come check it out.
What else
I
you
love
got
it.
to do?
I love it. I'm thinking of the pro wrestlers that we've had on, and we expected them to respond like you are right
With
now.
the intensity.
Right? I don't think any of them have touched what he's
And
doing.
you know how fortunate I feel that I can come on here and be myself?
Yeah.
I'm like, are they ready?
Yeah. We're ready.
It's hilarious.
No, you guys are.
I feel the
Yeah, I
intensity.
know.
I feel the intensity of what you're saying, but he put it in the perfect words, where it's like, we get these the wrestlers, we expect them to. Are you kidding me? I made it to win it. I'm going to take everybody. and you have more intensity about the art, but it's
wonderful.
It's awesome.
It's only because I'm talking about art. Like, in general, like, I go back to the highs and lows. Like, you talk either whether it's monetary or whether it's, whatever it is. But, I'm like everybody else. I get depressed and have my down days, and
We're all human.
It's kind of like keep plugging away. And so yes, I am passionate about art, and if you get me rolling on it, then I roll. But other than that, I'm not always this,
Right. So somebody listening
bouncy.
right now likes your idea. They want some help with their bar. How can they find you? On Facebook or Google?
Yeah. You could just Google me, go to Facebook, and message me.
Okay. Kooliverse, K with a K,
Yep.
right? And definitely do that, because you will have a unique bar.
Yeah.
And isn't that what draws people to your bar?
Absolutely.
I mean, you can look at Budweiser signs all day long in bars.
Right.
Right?
And another
But-
thing is, like, I also do like doing things for events.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I do the Mississippi Earth Tones Festival every year. I like
Right.
doing music festivals, fun things, large scale things.
Going to be bringing now you have a 7-foot kaleidoscope. I've seen it at like Bush Fest. It sits upstairs in the conservatory.
Mm-hmm.
But you have now built a 17-foot.
And I've got a 17-foot long kaleidoscope just for taking to events.
Yeah, you're going to bring that.
Speaking of
you were
which,
gonna
we'll
bring
be
that
at
to
Framley
yeah.
Fest.
Going to bring
There you
the
go.
17-footer down to Framley Fest. What is that? September 30th through October 1st at Camp Dubois. You also going to have that down at Earth Tones?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So
I'm going to have there's going to be 2 major art installations. One of them's by the Yarn Bombers.
Yeah.
Girls don't play.
Yeah, I've seen
I
their
mean, they
work,
don't
yeah.
play. They've got like a 90-foot circle that's going to go around the fountain. It's like those are the people.
Yeah.
Like, I consider the Yarn Bombers like, I don't know. My people,
Simpatico,
like,
yeah,
they're
simpatico, yeah.
my peer. Like,
Yeah.
they, and they bring it. Like, I'm competing with a team. Like I'm like, but they bring it hard. I'm a big fan of the Yarn Bombers.
Then you're also going to have an installation right behind the main stage.
Yeah,
right?
it's going to be 15 feet tall, 16 feet wide, 7 feet deep, and crossing my fingers, we're supposed to have this new video mapping light show blasted up on this artwork piece.
Yeah.
So I got my hopes up that it's going to be a crazy custom laser light show to
Nice.
shine on it.
Yeah.
And Jake's leg is closing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, perfect.
There will be Lofty's Comet, Jason Gordon, Nonstop
dudes were just-
Reggae, and then Jake's Leg, art by Kooliverse happening, all that stuff. So there you go, man. Hey, Where can people find you? Like if they're other than Facebook, is that the main place to find you?
Main place would definitely be Facebook.
Facebook. So if you do go to the conservatory and you're looking around at all that cool stuff and you're going, man, I want to get a hold of Kooliverse because I want to buy one of these. I want to take this Jerry Garcia guitar home because everybody who sees the Tiger wants to take it home. I think.
It's listen, you I'm broke, right? But I tell you what, I don't know. I feel like gangster with, like you can put that in your house. Like almost everything I make, I tell you what, when I make something, what I'm thinking in my head is if I walked in somebody's house and I saw that, I know this dude is cool right off the bat. Right off the bat.
Righteous.
I don't care if he looks like Mr. Rogers.
Right.
He's got that on the wall. Dude's down.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah, definitely. Awesome, man. Well, it was really cool to meet you, man. And thanks for sharing your story with us. And let everybody know again, Kooliverse with a K is how you Google it. And check it out, man. You might want to fix your bar up. He's got plenty of stuff and plenty more coming. So,
absolutely.
Uh,
So, man, thanks again for skipping over.
Hey, anytime, guys.
Skipping down.
I've got kind of an invitation to several places around here. Like, if you get stood up, give me a call. Somebody cancels on you and you need something, I'm literally walk across the street and be like, hey.
Excellent, man. Thanks so much, man. If you have not seen the Kooliverse work, get out to one of the festivals. Going to be Family Fest at Earth Tones, if those haven't already happened. I don't know what date this is playing back, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's all right, but Kooliverse, you can check out every, what was it, fourth Wednesday? Or fourth
Thursday. Rolls right off the tongue. You can't even forget it.
Every fourth Thursday, a special gallery with a guest down at the Conservatory and the art of Kooliverse down there 24/7 anytime they're open. Get down there and check it out. Look them up on Facebook. Thanks so much, man, for coming and hanging out with us, talking art for a while.
Thank you, guys. Seriously, I'm so grateful to all the people who promote the arts and entertainment here, and you guys are definitely part of the movement, and appreciate you.
Yeah, all right.
Thanks a lot.
Also, big thanks to Halpin Music Company for sponsoring us, and thanks to Matt Van Voorhis of Macias Insurance. If they didn't pay for this, they wouldn't allow us to keep doing this. So big thanks to them because they're helping push the art community and music community too. Big thanks to all you listeners. Thanks so much for tuning in. Everybody get out and support local music and art.